California and the Rose Bowl in the shadow of the San Gabriel Mountains. Arroyo Seco, also home to the UCLA Bruins, and it just doesn't get much better than this. Today, an in-state battle between a couple of teams from the state of California, both hoping to claim a golden victory. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the San Diego State Aztecs, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Bruins will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So San Diego State's offense will have the first possession of the game. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Makes the grab. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, third and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll leave it with him. Makes it past the marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You want to get the crowd out of the game? Make it boring. Pound the football. Run the football right at them. It takes the juice away. It takes that sauce away. You don't get to those third down situations where they get absolutely bonkers and it's hard for the quarterback to even think. Just run the football right out.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too...
Oh, he's got some space. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Finds his tight end. And he's still running after the move. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
And the Aztecs come to the line with a new set of downs. They try to pop a run on the draw. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Operating in the red zone here on second down. looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. They're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is... Get rid of the ball on time, trust your read, and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Snags it, and he will score! Touchdown, Aztecs!
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So an 82-yard drive there. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Matthews. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bruins offense has its first opportunity of the day. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand this guy is a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season, but this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Finds his big tight end. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Iamaleava. He hurls one deep down the left side. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. The Bruins send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll give it to the back. There he goes. Crosses midfield. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, San Diego State. He would not be denied.
Well, we see the home run on offense, but defensively, we've got to do a better job tackling. You've got to get hats to the football, and then you've got to bring the ball carrier down. Poor fundamentals, poor tackling helped lead to that long touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Coming out with it, it's Epps. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got his man quickly. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. We've reached a break. It's San Diego State holding the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll run play action. Looking down the middle. Got a man. It's Flores. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Really nice looking throw there. And traditionally, the best UCLA offenses are always the ones that can get it done through the air. You've got to be able to come up with explosive plays in the passing game. And if this team is going to win a conference championship, they need this guy to play at his A-plus level week in and week out.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Plucks it out of the air. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. And the Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun to give, looking for room. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to third down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on second down. We don't need third downs.
The Bruins have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Ball spins away, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, UCLA! And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
Well, they do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first two drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. From the gun, the ground game. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Right back to the well.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Turning it on. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Aztecs are flying down the field. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Aztecs!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Rutgers is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Michigan State. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Pulls it in. It's Thomas. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And the Bruins come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a first down.
On the run, fires downfield. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
Looking to pass. It's Iamaleava. Fires to the big fella. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Right on the money. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly what.
Grabs it inside the tag. Touchdown, Bruins. A great catch and run for 6.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Quick strike complete.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he's into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The throw to the outside is complete. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
Well, we see another catch by this guy, and this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. That's caught. It's Napier. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Sometimes it's easy for the receiver to get lost running a drag through all that traffic, Jesse.
Yeah, and this is a receiver too, Reese, who's dangerous once he has the football in his hands. So I like the idea on offense of trying to get this guy the ball quickly to see what he can do out once he has it.
That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And the Aztecs want to crank the tempo. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Napier. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. He wants to throw it. He wants it all. Touchdown, San Diego State. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And he made the extra point without problem. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Pasadena. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the Rose Bowl.
The Aztecs will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back looking for help. He's got great speed. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. Going to the run to start this second half. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Thomas. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. The play action fake. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Off play action on first down. Pulls it in. It's Flores. And he's brought down after a nice game. So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down. And the quarterback, Reese, has to play with great timing. Because if he's too early or too late on the throw, that might get picked.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes the grab. Touchdown, UCLA. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas State has the lead right now. San Marcos has been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 4 over UTSA. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Napier. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch.
Breaks into the open.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
And the Aztecs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They go to the ground. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Aztecs are moving quickly down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. Throwing on the run. Connection to the right. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Man, I love this offensive approach, man. All gas, no brakes. You got the lead, so what? Continue to do what you do. Find those one-on-one situations and continue to stay aggressive.
And the Aztecs getting set on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. He's got it on the run. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Aztecs!
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Ready to try the point after. And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
On the ground, it's Thomas. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play, just making it happen?
And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. Oh, and just like they drew it up, put it on the ground, fall on top of it, still get the first down. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on 1st down. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Here's the handoff. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
And the Bruins kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Working that left side now. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The Bruins started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He's got it on the right. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Bruins! And the comeback is on.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Good timing on the quick out. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
They'll try to pop the draw. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
Well, one of the best compliments you can pay a running back is they get stronger as the game goes on. This guy's been awesome all game long, and you're seeing it here in the fourth quarter. He's trying to ice this thing and close it out, still running strong.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
And this offense has had a great day, and they've put some big plays together. But the last 2 plays, man, getting a little complacent. They got to protect their quarterback. That's back-to-back sacks. The offensive line has to do a better job.
He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets it out fast. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Still some work to do after that last completion. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Throws for the tight end. It's caught downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. On the ground, it's Cox. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Gets it out quickly. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's picked off at the goal line. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds him out of the backfield. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Aztecs will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Iamaleava. Hauls it in. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. To the air on 1st down. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Flores. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Touchdown, UCLA! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Man, great execution. execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the Maize and Blue can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Pressure coming. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. And the Aztecs moving quickly to the line. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. They get to him as he throws. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Decisions, decisions, decisions. If you're the quarterback right now, that's the most important thing. You cannot put the football in harm's way. Tie football game late, but with these timeouts in your back pocket, you've got an opportunity to drive the field and win this thing. You just cannot throw the ball to the other team.
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. The Aztecs pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. It's Napier. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Finds a spot in the middle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. And the Aztecs will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And in a tie situation, the defense knows the offense is going to be aggressive, try to throw the football, so get more DBs on the field, and that's what they're doing. Whether it's man or zone coverage, you need all that extra speed on the back end, and it really showed up for them on that last play, forcing the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. And the takeaway is the exclamation point, the game saver for the win. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Paul. We're like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
We'll get it started here in overtime. From the shotgun, the inside give. Picks up the first down, still moving. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
And the Bruins are in the red zone. The give to the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Back to pass, it's Iamaleava. Quickly complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
They'd love to strike first with a touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Touchdown, Bruins! And they grab the lead here in overtime. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown. They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Napier. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
He's looking to pass. Touchdown, San Diego State! They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
Obviously very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
You know, David, coaches are always preaching mental toughness, and at this juncture of the game, you need one play to get it done, and the offense delivered.
Man, all this time, all the energy, all the effort to get to that one singular play. Offense versus defense for a 2-point conversion, and the offense comes through with the win.
What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This team has to love their ability to come up with big plays and big moments. How about in overtime, the individual efforts we saw, this team playing as a unit, doing enough and doing everything that was needed to get the W.
It's such an exciting game, up and down, back and forth. It's heartbreaking if you lose, but when you come through with these games late in the ball game, it gives you confidence throughout the season to continue to build on it. What a great win.